I'm Laura and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly makeup basket. I have been so enjoying this. So glad I started this back up again. It's having the desired effect of getting me back into my makeup. Definitely is getting me into the habit of wearing my makeup, and from that I've been getting a little bit more fun back in my daily life. Like last time, I will start with the palettes that I was using and then talk about the palettes I'm going to use and then go on to the rest of the makeup, starting with the Gemini 2 palette, which I've been keeping an eye on. I'm still not too sure about it. I've taken a layer off of the shimmer shades because that's the only two shadows I have a problem with, I have a concern about. I thought I saw mold in them. I don't know. I think I might just to be safe, just get rid of it. It pains me because this palette I love and it was very pricey. I'll see about replacing it because if I'm still umming and ahhing about it over a couple of weeks, is there, isn't there, and I've done stuff to like treat it and there's still concerns, then maybe it's time to just part ways with it, which is a shame, as I say, because love it. Beautiful, beautiful palette. So on to the other palettes that I was playing around with. Of course I had the Queen of Hearts palette, which, oh man, I loved this palette. I dipped into this quite a few times, the shade Princess, all over as like a base. Beautiful. I can see why so many people like panned this palette because the shades in it are just divine. I still haven't used Royal Prerogative or Queen Mother, but the ones I did use I was really happy with. So it's definitely one I'll be pulling back out in the future. The Break Free palette from LA Girl. Oh, so beautiful. Like I said, I pulled this out for lid shade action. The only lid shade I really used was this one, and this is the shade Mile High, and it is just, I don't do swatches very much, but we'll give this a try. It's just beautiful. It's like a cooler purpley toned version of what I've got on at the moment, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But it's just beautiful. I enjoyed it so much. Again, wore that eyeshadow a couple of times. I didn't get into the whatchamacallit, the Laura Mercier palette. I didn't get into this one. So I'm just going to pop this one away. I know I really like this palette, and you know, I've had a look at it and I'm perfectly satisfied that it's still in good condition. So yeah, there is that. I have this one sitting here. I'm not sure if this is one I was meant to pull out or if this is one I was meant to put away. I'm sure, I know I featured it in a weekly makeup basket, but I don't know if it was last one or the one before and I just forgot to put it back. But I didn't use this week, I can tell you that much. But from there I have pulled out 4 more palettes to use. I pulled out another Melt one, working my way through them to see if they're all okay. This is the 420 palette, is what I have on as a base today. I used the full Melt matte orange shade. This Roll It has been chipped since it arrived, so yeah. Because it just came that way, darling. Don't you? Yeah, you can look. Oh. Yeah. You keep your fingers to yourself. We look with our eyes. But yeah, it's just some grungy sort of matte tones. There is a metallic, very yellow gold here. But I really love the Melt Matte formula, so I'm really happy to be playing about with this guy, and I like the effect that is added to my eyeshadow today. I did pull out 2 of the P. Louise Stack 'em Ups. This one is the Smutty Tones, which is what I've got on just now. I'm using the shade No Limits down here in my crease and the shade Profit on my lid over Laura Mercier. So there is the difference between the two. So that is Mile High, very purpley, cool toned, and this is Profit, more golden and pink. really enjoying getting into different textures of eyeshadow. It's been a while since I've had like highly reflective shadows. I also pulled out the CEO000. This one got tacked, which is why I'm keeping them away from little fingers. This one has lost half of a shadow. The shade Icon. I'm really looking forward to using like the shade Ambition and the title shade and Bankroll, and possibly dipping into Icon. Being as there's a chunk of it missing, I might try and use it up at some point during the year. Was that you?
Yeah.
Cheeky miss, say yeah. Okay, calm down. And then lastly, I pulled out the Rich palette. This is one of the few palettes that I've purchased this year. It's a smaller size version of the By Beauty latest release of, you know, like their neutral, natural, everyday tones. And by golly, it is beautiful. It's like it's like the combination between the neutrals and like the berries palette, and it makes me so happy. I'm really excited to try out these lid shades, these warm chocolatey colors, and this shade Mulberry and Garnet. I know I like those, and Shiraz. They're ones that have been in our palettes. Same with Spritz. Are you looking? Are you looking? Yeah. Are they sparkly? Pretty. Yeah. So those are the eyeshadow palettes that I've picked out for this week. I'm really looking forward to playing with them. Of course, I do have my matte quad that I'm still working on. I've made a fair dent into these this week, I believe. The pan in Cork has gotten bigger. Brulee. Yeah, this is Brulee. We're literally scraping the edges with it. If I were to wear makeup like every day this week, it might get cleaned out, and that would be astounding. Finishing an eyeshadow for me is like, I can't remember the last time I finished an eyeshadow. It's been yonks. Like I don't think I've finished an eyeshadow since like 2014 or something. And the pan on this guy that I can't remember the name of has been expanded. I don't want to pop it out because the eyeshadow is really loose in the pan, so I'm just going to call it the shimmery shade from now on. It has a name, I can't remember what it is, but I don't want eyeshadow going everywhere, so the shimmery shade it shall be. Because it'll just poof. It'll just poof. It will. And for the rest of my eye look, the other products I'll be using is the brow pencil that I'm still chugging away on. It's getting there slowly. It's getting there slowly. Chug chug. My mascara, the Great Lash Waterproof from Maybelline, and I've got two Laura Mercier Caviar sticks that I'm using. This one is in Rose Gold, which is just the classic. I don't actually know if they make these. And then we also have Amethyst. I don't know if Laura Mercier still have these shades since they've done the whole revamp and relaunch, but yeah, I'm enjoying the ones I have. Moving on to base products, I actually have two primers that I've kind of been gravitating towards. I had originally picked out this Lisa Armstrong one from Avon, which I've managed to get everything down to the bottom here so we can see truly how little is left in there. We might be able to get it finished off by the end of May, which would make me so happy. And I've been gravitating towards this Hydra Matte primer from Revolution Pro, and honestly, loving it, loving it. Of course, using my Revolution Eye Bright concealer, just a little dot in the corners of my eyes and blending it out with everything. Just, that's all I'm needing at the moment. It's just a little bit of brightening under the eyes. And of course, for foundation, I have my MAC, whatchamacallit, Studio Sculpt. Is that your one? I have my MAC Studio Sculpt foundation, which I've actually done a bit of Mad Scientist with. And I mixed in some of the Revolution Pro correcting primer in green, and it's just kind of neutralized a lot of the oranginess that I was having a trouble with, and it's made it so much easier to blend, and it looks better on my skin that way. So yeah, it does mean there's more product in the pan, but also it means I will enjoy using it a lot better. So again, it's another product that I'll probably have finished by the end of May. to set everything, I'm still working on this Maybelline matte maker powder. There is literally just scrapes around the edges, and setting spray. I just have the Hyaluronic Fix left. Finally finished up that collection one, so we're just working our way through this guy. For highlight, of course, still using the Pro Gardenia from Guerlain. It's trying to escape its packaging. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it, still loving it. It's definitely starting to show a lot more wear. For bronzer, again, NYX. Nothing much more I can say about that. It's just been so easy. It's there, grab it, go. I might swap them out a little bit in upcoming weekly makeup baskets just to change it up a bit, but for the moment I'm happy to just continue using it. For blush, I do still have out the Amaretto blush from Becca, but I'm also using this guy from Colourpop. This is the Crossroads blush, which I was worried was going to be another, it's basically the same, but it's definitely got more of a warmth to it, more coral, orangey, and a bit of a shimmer. It's the blush I've got on at the moment, and it's actually made me really happy to change it up just ever so slightly. So I will go between these two blushes and see where we go. This blush is actually a lot more powdery, so I might see a bit of progress on it by the end of the week. You never know. It's nice to see progress and, you know, signs of usage on products. So I'm not pulling out too many lip products to intentionally work on, but what I will do is go through the sectioned off basket of lip products and see what I like, what's still good, and what I want to keep, and I'll show you in the next weekly makeup basket what I used. Why? And because it'll be fun and interesting. That's why. Whoop, you put it back for me. So those are the products that I've picked for this week. I'm really happy to be getting back into the routine of wearing my makeup more and often, and it is starting to have the, like I say, the desired effect. It's getting me back into everything. I'm getting a bit more creative. It's making me a lot happier. Am I like back into makeup? Not quite yet, but I'm back into my makeup, and that's progress, and that makes me happy. I'm super excited to get back and to try out all these palettes. Finally getting into palettes I've never even touched before, like the P. Louise and the Melt. Well, I've used the Melt ones a few times, but it's nice to get back into them and to definitely get into using palettes I've never touched. It's good to use things. It's good to use things you own. So I will leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.